Okay, how dare you? First of all, you're hitting in soft spots. Okay? How dare you? You knew that I was vulnerable about that, and you went for it.
Hello and welcome to Steam Powered Movies. I am your host, Mike, and I'm here once again with my co-host.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dana Fraedrich. I am a steampunk and fantasy author, and I write sometimes with magic.
Yeah. Whoa. Is that a clue? Maybe it is. That's right. This is Steam Powered Movies, the podcast where we watch a steampunk film, and then we talk about it. And sometimes there is magic.
You should put glittery noises every time we say the word magic during this episode.
That's not going to happen.
Every single time.
Do you not like your editor? Do you hate the editor?
I love the editor.
The editor is me. Thank you. Well, before we talk about today's magical film, one quick announcement. This month, Dana has one book event happening. If you want to see her in person and buy some books and maybe some cool merch that goes with it, on Saturday, July 11th and Sunday, July 12th, Dana's going to be in Columbus, Ohio for the Columbus Book Festival 2026. Woo! So if you are in or near Columbus, Ohio, the weekend of July 11th and 12th, come check it out and say hi to Dana.
Yeah, I'll have ice water because it's going to be hot.
Oh, is this one an outdoor one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to have ice water. It's in Topiary Park. I'm going to have those little anti-mosquito bands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically going to be covered head to toe in those.
Wow.
So just look for those.
And maybe also the blue hair.
I mean, that too, but mostly just mosquito bands from the neck down, all the way up the arms, all the way up the legs.
So you'll see the mosquito bands and then you'll get closer and then there will be a reveal. Haha, it's Dana.
Surprise! We're totally making this work.
Speaking of
nailing it,
magic and reveals, the film we watched today is The Prestige. It came out in 2006. It was directed by Christopher Nolan. And heads up, on the very front of this, we're going to spoil every single aspect of this movie.
I was actually thinking about that when we were watching it. You really don't want to listen to this episode if you want to watch this film because even though I knew what was coming, I've seen the film multiple times, I was like, dang, the reveals in this are so good.
Yeah. I've seen this film many times, and it still gets me in certain points.
Yeah.
Or I forget stuff, and then I watch it again, oh yeah, this is a thing. So if you haven't seen this movie, it's really good. You should watch it, and then come back and listen to the rest of this episode.
Yeah.
Because again, we're going to spoil everything. This one needs to be experienced spoiler-free as possible. So please do that. And then now you've done that and you're back. Welcome. We're going to talk about and spoil everything.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you. Not to mess up the flow anymore, but I actually feel like people need to watch this film multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Here's how it's going to work. You, dear listeners, go watch the film if you haven't already. Come back, listen to the podcast, then we'll go watch it again. You'll see what we're talking about.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah.
So to get into it.
Can we talk about the background of this film really quick before we get into it?
Sure.
Okay. So this is based on a novel by Christopher Priest.
I actually had no idea.
Yes. And I think that you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
So one thing about this novel, even though there were apparently a lot of differences, I myself have not read it, but there are a lot of differences between the novel itself and the movie. But the author, Christopher Priest, he was so concerned about the denouement of this movie. He didn't want it spoiled for people that the U.S. publisher's tie-in of the book was blocked from using any images from the film, which I actually love.
Wow.
Because I hate movie covers on books. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
And I kind of love that they were no.
Yeah, I don't like it either because it makes it feel like the book is new or it didn't exist before.
Yeah.
No, the book is its own thing. Let it have its own cover and let the movie have the movie cover.
And this thing specifically mentions in the US. So now I'm curious, is this not a thing in the UK and in other countries?
I don't know.
I've never thought to ask that. I need to actually. I'll text my best friend Sally and ask, because she's English. She
Or
can tell me.
UK listeners, get at us. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Is this like not a thing? Is this purely an American thing? I would not be surprised if it's purely like some weird American marketing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it.
I wouldn't be surprised either. So I've already said that this is a good movie.
Of course.
I really like it. This is maybe a top 10 movie for me.
Okay.
It's close. I did a ranking at one point. It was like in or close to the top 10. So basically everything I'm going to say is how great this thing is. So I thought I'd ask you, Dana, what do you think of this movie, The Prestige?
I think this is an incredibly well-made film.
I agree.
Dear listeners, please understand that's a little bit hard for me to say.
I was going to say, this is an accomplishment for this film.
You need to understand that, like, I have gotten progressively more and more sick of Christopher Nolan over the years. I'm not saying he's not a great filmmaker. This movie bears out that he is a really excellent filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do feel that over the years, he has gotten further and further up his own butt.
And see, here's the thing. I agree with you.
Even though you love
cannot
him.
argue against that statement, but I don't care.
Mike's like, get on up there, get up your own butt. I'm here for it.
There's gold in them hills. Whatever you're doing is working.
Just the layout of the scenes in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was really trying to pay close attention to it today. And like,
Are you watching closely?
yes, exactly. Like, it really is laid out kind of like a magic trick. Like, there's like setup and misdirection and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, 100% is. That
like-
the movie is the magic trick.
It's so good.
And everything that's said in this movie about magic and tricks applies to how Christopher Nolan makes films. It's kind of his thing. And he messes with the timeline. It's a classic Chris Nolan thing, which I forget almost every single time that I watch this movie how front-loaded it is with information.
Which you don't like.
I know, and even like stuff that is spoilers, but it's so well placed that by the time you get to what the thing in the beginning would have spoiled, you kind of forget about it, and it's still a reveal when it happens the second time. And it like enhances the second time it shows up to make it a reveal. Like the first shot is the top hats laying all over the ground.
I actually have a note about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your note about it?
It's just like such an interesting sort of opening, because I forgot about the first time I watched this film.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that the hats were there, because I remember like it opened with the first time I watched it, and it was like, that's weird. Moving on. And then like I never thought about it again. And then like watching it again today, it has been a fair few years since I last saw this. I was like, oh, that's really good. Because I've watched enough times now to know like what that's all about. And to like have all the little pieces and stuff. And I was like, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, that's really good. Oh, darn you, Christopher Nolan. Don't make me like you.
I do think that this might be, it's definitely one of his best films.
Yeah.
It might be his most like tightly constructed one. I mean, it's kind of tough to, it might be. It might be. And I think for a while this movie was underrated. Like when it came out, it was not really that hugely popular. And then he came out with other stuff, you know, like Interstellar and Inception, and people were like, whoa, like blown away by those because they have like big visuals and stuff to go with it. But like quietly, this one has always been like one of his best as far as construction and the order of things and the story being tight and the dialogue being like every little piece matters. I think it's just really well put together.
What do you like? What other films of his do you think are contenders for his best? I'm curious.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
I know.
I didn't look at the filmography before this, so I could refresh myself.
I feel like I don't think you've seen every one of his films, but I feel like for you now, he's a director that like you will seek out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If he's coming out with a movie, I'm gonna see it, and probably in the theaters, which I don't really do theaters very often anymore. It's yeah, his films are an event for me. I mean, Inception is up there as far as like a well-constructed and put together. I think that Tenet is a masterpiece. You're making a face. Oh. You're literally turning your nose up at me.
Like, I feel like a dog in those scenes where, like, you know, you put something in front of the dog and the dog is just like, no. Or maybe that's cats. I think that's cats that do that. Dogs like don't care as much. I feel like a cat right now. I can't stand.
Are there
Tenet.
two of you?
Maybe.
Are you fighting with yourself?
I did feel a little bit bad for that cat. How confusing.
Yeah. No, but even that was like thought through because one of the cats was like hissing at the other one. They're like, no, I'm the one cat.
Yeah. It's like the Spider-Man meme, like pointing at each other.
Yeah, exactly. Or like when they reveal later when Angier duplicates himself for the first time.
Yeah.
And he had the gun ready for that purpose. Like
the psychology in this movie is fascinating. Like, I actually wrote down, like, does this count as a thriller? Like, there's a lot of intrigue. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's technically not a thriller.
No.
I don't think it falls under that definition.
No.
But, like, just like the cat and mouse back and forth of this. And I tend sort of to, like, I don't care that much about a lot of storylines like that. But I cared about this in sort of like a love to hate them kind of way, because they're both awful.
They both
all
are.
Three of them, really.
Oh, three? Who's the? Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
right. You're
that's
right.
right. You forgot, didn't you?
Well, it's such a good trick.
I know, it really is.
It's such a good trick. I was thinking through this watch that it's becoming more and more clear the more times I see this movie that Angier or Danton or Corlew, Lord Corlew, he's the villain of this movie.
They're both villains. All three of them are villains.
I don't know about that.
I'm going to argue with you, but let's hear it out.
Okay. Well, I think he's clearly like the worst guy in this because he is the most obsessed with like the rivalry. Mm-hmm. And yes, he experiences like real loss in the beginning that is through no fault of his own. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't deserve that, but he lets that like completely destroy his humanity by the end of it. Mm-hmm. Like from that point on, he's like Walter White in Breaking Bad. He becomes like less and less of a human and like just turns off parts of his like humanness. Mm-hmm. You know, from sending his assistant to like work for the other guy.
I want to point out something about that.
Sure.
And I think that a lot of people, men mostly, don't understand something about a request like that, because we just saw this same move in another film, a terrible film.
Oh yeah,
recently.
Yeah.
But I do think there's something important to be said in that situation where it's never just like, oh, you're going to go work for this person. Mm-hmm. Like for a woman, like they know that, oh, I'm being sent in like as a sex object. Yeah. That's also what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And so like, I think that so many people, again, men mainly, don't understand like what a deep betrayal that is.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's like one of the first signs of him like turning into a monster entirely, you know, to the point where at the end he's like, yeah, I'm going to send you to your death. Mm-hmm. And I have murdered myself many times and just doesn't care. And it was at the end, he reveals that like the purpose of it was for people to be amazed by him, which again, like I watched this so many times, like you get the sense of his backstory too. It's kind of hard to get on the first watch or even second watch. What do you piece together of like his backstory?
So he comes from money. Like he is a lord of some kind. I don't know what his rank is, but he like
at the end he says always was.
Yes. Like he has even built this like fake backstory for himself that he's from America, when in fact like he is of like the English peerage, which I think is really interesting. And I think that took me about 4 or so watches to realize.
Yeah.
I don't think I picked up on it the first couple of times. Kind of a backstory, not backstory thing. I do wonder, again, the psychology of these characters is fascinating. Mm-hmm. if his wife, Julia, had not died,
Yeah.
do you think he would have gone down the road he did?
Absolutely not.
Uh-huh.
No way.
See, I think it's interesting because I think there's a part of him that might have, but in like a very different way. It may not have been like a revenge path, because when he's talking about like to see the look on their faces, like
Right.
that is feeding him all the time. I do think that's like a separate piece of his psyche than his, like revenge path to avenge his wife.
Yeah.
And I just think it is really, really interesting to think like what could have been in these lives.
Yeah, because I get the impression that, again, he was like a rich kid and was bored. And he's like, oh, magic is fun. I'll do that. And in the very beginning, when he's like with his wife and they're doing their act and like he's having fun, he's enjoying it. He's like sneaking little glances and kisses, while he's pretending to be a stranger. And like he's having a good time. Whereas Borden is miserable because he's like, this is child's play. Like, I don't care about the showmanship stuff. Like, I am committed to the art form of magic and illusion. I want to do something great.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing that Angier kind of steals from him at the end, because that's what he really, at the very end, he steals Borden's whole career by doing his trick in a way that's like bigger and better at multiple stages.
And and this might be one of those things where like, oh, like, creative type art students, they're totally reading way too much into things. Maybe that's what I'm doing, but I'm going to posit a way of thinking about this.
Sure.
So we see the rivalry between Edison and Tesla in this film. We absolutely have to talk about Tesla, by the way.
Sure. Of course.
We see that rivalry. And like, if you know anything,
the great David Bowie playing.
Oh, the great David Bowie. Rest in peace, sir. But like, we see the rivalry happening. And if you know anything about history, you know that Edison was a bastard. He was terrible.
Yeah.
I kind of see these two men as kind of twins of Edison and Tesla.
Probably not by accident.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's not. Because was it Borden? Borden. Yeah. So like I see Borden as kind of like the Tesla character at first. Where, Angier's, he's like kind of stealing his tricks. He's the like a better showman, like kind of making more ruthless decisions eventually. And eventually is the, kind of wins, quote unquote, for like lack of a better word.
You mean Angier?
Angier, sorry.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah. I'm just that's probably a better, easier way to do that. Yeah. Sorry for getting the names wrong. I am the worst with names. But yeah. And then it's kind of like, I would say it's kind of nice to see like a Tesla-esque character win. But again, they're all awful. Like it was hard for like, and it's one of those things where you feel a lot of things in your chest where you're like, I don't want his daughter to be raised by this man who sent him to his death wrongly.
Yeah. But
also, he and his twin brother are awful. And so, like, I don't want to root for you either. It's just, I love the turmoil that, like, the choices in this film give me.
Yeah. But see, the thing about Borden, Christian Bale.
Yes, Christian Bale. Thank you.
And his brother, Christian Bale. They share the name Alfred, which, okay, still confusing to me in a movie featuring Michael Caine. That's directed by Christopher Nolan because he's so much Alfred in Batman.
Oh, yeah. I actually didn't make that connection.
Yeah, so when they say Alfred in this movie, like, oh, wait, that's the magician. That's Borden. That's Christian Bale.
Yeah.
That's Alfred. Anyway, but like the Alfred guy, like I was saying before, that Angier like turns less human, even though he's like happy in the beginning, and then he becomes obsessed and just drawn into the obsession and turns into the villain. Whereas Borden, like he's the artist, right? He wants to like make good art for the sake of doing the good art.
Yeah.
Right. He doesn't necessarily even care about what the audience thinks, it seems like. But I think he has much more humanity to him. In that, like, he and his brother share 50-50.
Mhm.
Like, it's like one day or another. And yes, there ends up being collateral damage of the people around them. But like he said at the end there, they each had half a life, which was enough for them, but not for the people around them. Like they didn't do it on purpose, but they did do it to them, to people around them. So that part is their fault. But like, I feel like there's a lot more humanity in those characters where they were trying to be human and decent to the people around them. Even the conversations where they show Alfred talking to Fallon, quote unquote, where he's like giving him the lowdown, like, this is what happened today, this is what we gotta do tomorrow. Like, try to talk to her about this thing. Like, they're cooperating, even though there's moments where they clash and they go opposite and they hurt each other and other people. Like, they are cooperating and they're trying to exist in this like family-esque structure.
I'm never going to excuse how they hurt the people around them, because they're at the end of the day, they're doing a deception to the people that they love. Yeah. And I can't excuse that. I see where you're coming from. Like, that this is what they want for their life. Yeah. But the right and fair thing to do in that situation would be to not have relationships, because you can, like, if you're never going to live honestly, like, you don't deserve to be with those people.
But that's also like, that's kind of no life, to have no relationships, to have no people close to you.
I mean, you could have some friends, but I think that, and it is like all women in this case anyway. Yeah. Like, you know, like their mistress and girl and wife, and even
the daughter.
Even the daughter.
Yeah.
Like, they never really get like a true version.
I mean, the daughter does at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's because the other one's now dead.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
And at least for him in the end, like the brother that survived is
Fallon.
the one, again, they traded. Yeah. But the one that survived is the one that loved the wife. Yeah. Who hung herself. And the one that got sentenced to death is the one who loved Julia? Yeah.
No, Julia was Hugh Jackman's wife.
Oh, right.
Olivia.
Olivia. Yeah. That's it.
I know. There are a lot of names.
Which, like, she survived, but...
I was really glad that she left him. That made me really happy.
Yeah, it was good, but it's also a little bit weird.
Why?
Because she was totally okay with him cheating with her. Oh, yeah. But she didn't want to still be with him if he was cold to his wife, who he was cheating on, which is a little bit twisted.
It might have been the wake-up call she needed. Maybe. Because he's just, you know, being really blasé about the fact that his wife has committed suicide. Yeah. And like, maybe that's what she needed to see. Like, oh, because she even says, like, you could be talking about me this way. Like, I think she's finally putting herself in the position of Sarah.
Actually, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, it's finally like someone seeing that, oh, wait, if you're a cheater against someone else, you could do it against me too. Yeah. You know?
And I mean, like, girl, you should know better. There's no excuse. Like, you knew he was married. Absolutely not. But I was happy that she eventually left him.
So he did get some comeuppance. Even like the one that survived didn't get what he wanted. And, you know, even though if the other one had survived, he could have kept on with her, with Olivia. Yeah. But it didn't work out that way.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that is so interesting about this movie, is because like you see the shambles that both of their lives become over time.
Yeah. And I like to think that this movie doesn't celebrate that too much.
I agree. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, you have you know, fame and career success, but like all of your close relationships are crashing down around you.
Whereas I do think that other Christopher Nolan films and many man-directed films throughout history like celebrate the tortured artist a bit too much.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Like, oh, everything is fine as long as they're making art.
Right. Whereas this shows that, like, yes, you like there is some truth to having to make sacrifices and suffer for the sake of an obsession or an art form. And maybe even if it's something worthwhile, there's a price to it, but it also shows the consequences and the downside. Whereas again, like some of his other films, like really, really do celebrate like the tortured man-child genius.
Do you feel like maybe that has happened more and more as he's gained more and more success and maybe lost touch?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. That's some of the parts of like Oppenheimer that bounced off of me. Even though on second watch, I do think it's a really good film. It's knocked down a few pegs because of that aspect for me. But again, I think this one is a bit more realistic and showing the damage as well, and showing these people as very damaged in themselves and to the people around them.
Yeah. And you know what's so interesting though? Like we're talking a lot about, you know, just like, oh, like the tortured souls of these people and like the bad things that happen and the things that they like continue to ruin around them. But actually there's some really funny lines in this film as well.
Oh yeah.
Like one of my favorite things, I love seeing like a weird doppelganger.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of my favorite tropes because like it's kind of twinned with if you ever see characters like mimicking their fellow characters. I really love that, and I love weird doppelgangers being weird. It's just like weird. I know I've said the word weird about 10 times in a row. I realize that.
Is it starting to sound weird when you say it?
Uncanny experience of like, you are this person. Because Hugh Jackman is playing his own doppelganger.
Yeah, he's playing Root.
But because he's such a good actor,
it feels like another character.
Like another person. Yeah. Like there was a moment he had me where I was like, are you Hugh Jackman? Are you just somebody who looks like I'm kind of like, dude, like listeners, you can't see. I'm doing this like weird move on the microphone of just like, what's
yeah, it's a weird move.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said weird again.
I know. I don't know how else to describe it. It was a strange experience.
I think he dialed up the right level of ham as well for that other character. Like he could have gone too far with it, and he almost does. He like rides the line. I like that he did like sort of a slurry version of his Australian accent.
Yeah,
for the character. He's sort of playing more Hugh Jackman, but a weird Hugh Jackman. I said weird now too.
Too many words of the weird.
Yeah. But yeah, he does a really good job with that. But like Christian Bale too, like there's not as many differences because he is supposed to be playing identical twins.
Yeah.
But I think there's just enough. He has to be way more subtle with it.
Yeah. I actually looked at him, like his disguise face. And again, it was one of those things where is that Christian Bale underneath that like beard? And what is because he was like padded like all over his body and like beards
like
add
cheek. He had stuff in his cheek. Which would also disguise your voice.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
And I actually really love the way that humans are masters of disguise. We are so good at changing our appearance. It's a little bit unsettling because you think about it, like if you really wanted to, have you ever seen, I'm about to ask a question that I know the answer to, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Mike, have you ever watched a contouring video?
No. Oh, actually maybe once.
You're really?
Yeah, I think one popped up on TikTok and I was just kind of like, what is this?
Well, it's its own kind of magic is what it is.
It is actually.
Like you can literally change how the look of like the shape of your face with contouring. And it's
just by applying makeup.
Yeah, and you're kind of moving the shadows, so to speak.
No prosthetics, no like clay on your face. It's just makeup to affect the lighting and the angles. It's crazy.
It's very cool. Good to see Michael Caine, friend of the podcast. Back on our screens.
Absolutely. Not Alfred. He's not playing the Alfred.
Yeah, he's not the Alfred in this.
Yeah. And the wife of Borden, like she's a tragic character
Sarah.
For sure. Yeah, Sarah. And the mirroring of her lines from the beginning to the end.
Oh man.
Like when she introduces the like, today you don't mean it.
Yeah, gut punch.
Yeah, but then she says the follow-up line to that. It's like, well, but it makes it more meaningful in the days that you do mean it.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the end of the film, like after she's been through this horrible experience, she says, you know, today you mean it, which makes it hurt more the days you don't.
Yeah. And I think that her story is basically like the kind of nail in the coffin for me as to why I can't excuse what the Christian Bale twins do in this. Because you see how tortured she is. Like, I can't imagine a life where the person that I am supposed to like love and trust is basically like living a lie, and you can see it and you don't know how, and it makes you feel like you're going crazy.
Yeah.
And so like you see her story, and I think it's actually really well represented of like the psychological harm that doing that would do. And so that's why I can't excuse them.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think, again, because I see the Christian Bale character as more the protagonist and the closest thing to a hero in the story. I like to think that like if he knew that was imminent, like that end was imminent, that he would have done something. He may have brought her into the circle of trust, but like his very first priority was the pact with his brother that they had just agreed to never tell anyone ever, no matter who it is, that like this is the secret that they take to their grave, and quite literally at the end of this.
Yeah. I have another point about him.
Sure.
As much as I'm kind of like, oh, he's kind of a Tesla character, which I do think he is a little bit still because he cares more about the art. I think he shows that he is just as senseless to the collateral damage that he has on the people around him as Hugh Jackman's character. So when he sabotages Hugh Jackman's show and the woman's fingers break in the cage, she's an innocent bystander.
True.
So I'm putting him in the same category as Hugh Jackman. Like, I know you kind of see him as the protagonist and Hugh Jackman as the villain. I'm going to say I'm still going to say they're both or all three villains. Yeah.
I do like the end where he gets his comeuppance because he gets to kill the character at the end that he was accused of killing.
Yeah.
So it's not like he couldn't be sentenced again.
Well, it's a whole double jeopardy situation.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they were that strict about those things back then, if they would have found him and burned him as a witch or something, if he was surfaced. I don't know.
No idea. That would be a wild thing to witness.
But it's like a nice ending for his character. It's like he got accused of killing him. So he got to actually do it and get away with it.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Because there's a bit at the end that I think is done more for like effect. But I want to know what you think. So we see right before the climax, the blind stagehands taking the covered tank of water out of the theater.
Yep.
And then they take it away somewhere.
Sure. But take it back to the rehearsal theater.
Right. Oh, you've just answered my question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What did you just figure out?
Okay. So I was a little bit confused. I was conflating the rehearsal theater with the performance theater. And that actually answers the question, because I'm like, why is it kind of like dirty and run down again? I thought they fixed it up or something. I was confused. Now this totally makes sense, because I wrote a note here. I was like, where are they dumping the bodies?
Yeah.
And now that makes sense, because I was thinking like, you can't put them in the Thames. Like, they will be found if you just like dump them in the river.
Yeah, eventually.
So, okay. I'm with you now. I feel like that last thing I like didn't understand is now like unlocked for me in this film. Like I said, there's so many pieces of this film. There's so many like little tiny details to try and like keep up with. It's so good.
Yeah. And the other reason I think that Borden is the main character really of the story is that the first couple times you watch it, I feel like you're following Hugh Jackman's story and you're following his quest to like master the trick that Borden does or do a better version of it. And so you see him like, you know, digging through the diary and like going to meet Tesla and then coming up with, you know, the real transported man and all the stuff with the lightning and the show. But all of that in the movie itself, I think, is misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
Because the real reveal is the twin thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing that they keep dropping hints for
Yeah.
all along. That like
Mhm.
the first couple times, like the first time you watch this, like you don't catch them all.
Oh, no.
And
In fact, I think the first time I watched it, I didn't like get it, for lack of a better word.
Oh yeah, no way.
I think I understood, like, pretty sure I haven't gleaned the full picture here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was a long time before I actually watched it again. And then I think I had to watch the third time because I'd forgotten so much from the first watching.
There are so many hints to it.
There are, yeah. It's
I
really
actually
well
wrote down
laid
a whole
out.
bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote down a few. So here's one that's very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
in the diary, talking about, because I do like how the story uses it starts in like near the end, but then uses the diary as the mechanism to flash back.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like them reading the diary, or both diaries actually.
Yeah, yeah.
And an early diary entry says 2 young men devoted to an illusion, which you think that means Borden and Angier, but it's really Borden and his brother.
Yeah.
That's the 2 young men.
Mm-hmm.
Near the very beginning, he says, "No one else can do my trick," which is true.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's the one. And then one of the early things where, which show is it? It's like someone says to him, "Some nights you just don't get it."
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a different person every other day.
Right.
What's another one? Oh, the thing where he shows the bird trick to the little boy, to Sarah's son, actually.
No, nephew.
Nephew, that's right.
Yeah.
And he says, "But where's his brother?" About the bird.
Yeah. Now, like, watching that back, it's like, oh, that feels huge. But of course, like, at the time, you don't think about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then when he first goes back to Sarah's place, and she doesn't invite him in, and he's like, "Oh, you think that can keep me out?" And then she walks in and he's there. That was his twin. Like, he did the swap already.
Yeah.
Like, they do the trick right in front of you.
Although that raised about 1 million red flags for me. I'm like, no. Like, she said no. Get out. Don't come into, like, her safe place, asshat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, huge red flags.
Yeah, not great, but again, I think it was mostly just for the magic trick of it, that's in there.
Yeah, we're very much ignoring people's boundaries for a magic trick. Yes.
Yes. Which knot? I don't know. Which knot did he tie?
I also never made that connection.
Yeah, because it wasn't him.
Yeah.
When he was asking him, it was the other guy. He doesn't know, and then he talks about in the diary, like, I sometimes have this argument with myself where I think I did this knot, and other times I don't know. He's talking about the 2 characters. Yeah. Talking about Fallon coming to, like, join the family. He's like, I don't know, I'll share half my food with him or something, which he was already doing.
Yeah.
There's a quote early on that says, "Once you know, it's obvious."
Yeah.
It was Sarah learning about the bullet catch.
Yeah.
Of course, the "today you don't mean it" thing. The half of me thing. How can he not know? Yeah, my mind is a divided one. That's another quote. Oh, the talking about Angier's double root. He could be your brother. That was actually said.
Yeah.
About him. And then in the diary, he keeps using the words "us" and "we." But then when he starts talking about, like, his relationship with Sarah or Olivia, it says "I," where it's talking about just one of them.
Right.
And then, yeah, the other things about today you mean it, tomorrow you don't. Yeah. And probably more. But those are the ones that I, like, caught and wrote down.
Yeah.
So many hints. Again, that's why I think that's, like, the main real trick, because that's what you have the hints at, and everything else is it's interesting misdirection, but I think it's misdirection.
Yeah, like, it's such a cleverly done movie. Like I said, I've not read the book. I don't know how the book differs from this, or, like, how those hints are dropped in, because of course it's totally different when you're reading text versus seeing it on a screen. So yeah, I would be a little curious to actually read this book. My TBR has grown a lot of late, so I don't know when I have time. But
it's gonna have to join the long list.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man,
can we talk about Tesla?
Yes, let's talk about Tesla.
Okay, so, and also, like, real quick, Andy Serkis, just absolutely brilliant, sir.
Oh yeah,
I tip my hat to you.
Play him him looking like himself in this.
Yeah.
Looking like a human,
And
even.
he's so great. He's
Really
just
good.
excellent. But yeah, so Andy Serkis, but like, oh my gosh, David Bowie. Oh, we love you. And
He's great.
oh, fun fact.
He's the right gravitas.
Yes, he does very well. So fun fact about Nikola Tesla.
Okay.
He and I share a birthday.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. That makes me feel very cool and special.
You're actually like 10% cooler now.
I know, right? I mean, is this why I'm into steampunk? Is there a connection? You decide, listeners.
Who can know?
But no, seriously, like I actually love that fact. It makes me feel good.
Is there like nominative determinism when it comes to birthdays? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, he was incredible. Like it's one of those periods of history where I really wonder how differently things would have played out. Like, and okay, so, and he's one of these people who's kind of shrouded in mystery as well, because his autobiography has some details in it that seem kind of like weird and off to like people who've studied him and stuff. But also, like, you know, he, like I said, Edison is like a known bastard. Like, he definitely participated in a ton of shady business practices.
Yeah.
And so I also fully believe that like Tesla did not get what he deserved when he worked for Edison rather.
Certainly.
And a lot of bad luck befell Tesla. Like one of his laboratories burned down, and people do love a conspiracy theory about stuff like this. They like, and I don't know that there's any evidence to point to like Edison having been involved in that or anything like that, but like it's just a lot of like really just like random unfortunate stuff happened to Tesla.
And I think this portrayal backs up my theory of Borden being the main character because he's the Tesla of this. And Nolan puts in a thing about Edison's men being the one that burned down Tesla's thing. Yeah. You know, and him and Tesla being like the true artist. It feels like him taking sides of the history there.
Yeah. And like Tesla wanted very different things than Edison did. Tesla wanted people to have free access to electricity.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to make a lot of money off of it.
Like he did. He had like something like 300 patents and whatnot. And again, like a lot of shady business dealings kind of like messed him up. He died penniless with a ton of bills behind him.
Yeah, I'd always heard that part.
But yeah, so
but yeah, he did want to he wanted to give away electricity.
Yeah, he did. He also built a death ray and supported eugenics. So, you know, not a perfect man.
No.
But he did think that women would eventually come to rule the world.
Wow.
So there's that. Like that it would be ruled by queen bees.
Wow.
So, you know.
And now we have Beyonce.
I had that thought. I'm like, there's a joke in here somewhere.
And he was vindicated that that AC power was great for distributing to people everywhere. Because that's what we use now. Yeah. It's much better for being transported over long distances.
Yeah. Like it just like reading through his like list of successes and then like bad things that happened. It's kind of heartbreaking. It's a total roller coaster. And so like I would love to know what the future might have been had he not had as many pitfalls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, he was just a really interesting dude.
And we learned from him that exact science is not an exact science.
That's true. That's very true.
That's a great quote.
Like I said, there's a lot of really great lines in this.
One lingering question I have from watching this.
Okay.
So Angier comes up with his real transported man. And he brings in this producer guy to show it to at his old beat up theater, right? The practice theater. And he does the trick, and the guy is like looks like he's seen a ghost. Yeah. And he turns around, he's like, "I'm sorry, it's not often you see real magic." And he said something about like, "It's been a long time since I've seen something like that." What did he see before?
That's a fair question.
I want to know what that guy saw.
That's true. I don't know if he's based on a real person.
I don't either.
Or if he's just a character that was introduced for the plot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's a good question. I like it.
I mean, maybe it's just a clever bit of dialogue to give him a little bit of character depth and make him intriguing, but I was intrigued.
Yeah.
What have you seen, man?
I do feel like this film nailed what it's like to do a gig in like a nice venue versus like a not nice venue.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have been to some dives here in Nashville for gigs. You've done some gigs in some dives.
Yep. I've done some gigs at dive bars, and they're not the best. It was like the place where people were yelling and throwing stuff. Well, no one was throwing anything at me, but there was only like 5 people there.
Yeah. The irony of here in Nashville is that the Basement is actually a very cool venue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A place called the Basement is great. Other places are more divey, but there's a place for them all.
Sure.
Place for them all. You got to appreciate them. Yeah, it's a really good film.
Mm-hmm.
The film is the trick.
Yeah.
They tell you from the beginning, a magic trick is in 3 acts.
Yeah. The Pledge, The Turn, The Prestige.
Yeah. Just like the movie.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Mainly because like I've never thought about storytelling in the 3-act structure. I don't use it.
Okay.
At least I don't consciously use it. Maybe I do.
Well, you're weird.
I've actually heard that people with ADHD struggle with the 3-act structure.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Funny about that. Should we talk about perhaps the steampunky elements of this film?
Yeah. So as far as the era, it's a little bit late. I did a little research, and Tesla was in Colorado Springs in 1899.
Okay.
So right at the turn of the century, like we're already in the Edwardian period.
Mm-hmm.
So Queen Vicky has passed. We're a little bit late, but as far as like the gadgetry and stuff, I think it's there. Like we had Tesla coils. We had that like cool contraption that like got cranked up.
Oh yeah,
on Hugh Jackman's back. Honestly, that was like what I thought is like the most steampunky thing to like preserve the bird's life,
mm-hmm.
but like whip it out and then like into the sleeve or whatever.
Yeah, and it doesn't like they don't fully explain how it works, but they shows you some gears and some levers and some strings and things, and it looks cool.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that thing. And the thing is like, man, the Victorians, they were trying all kinds of stuff. They would just, throw some stuff together just to see if it could work.
Yeah.
I really love it. That's one of the reasons I love this era is just the ingenuity of it. But yeah, and then he had like the brace for his leg when he broke his leg and stuff. Like those always look kind of crazy and cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Obviously I would trains. And then like early electricity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love some trains.
If you had to perhaps rate this film on a scale of 1 to 5, let's say maybe steam engines. Where would you rate this film? The Prestige.
I'm gonna give this film like a solid 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't a lot of steampunky type of gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are in the era or right past it anyway.
Close.
Yeah. And you have all the clothes and the cool sets and everything. But as far as like steampunk stuff, there's not a ton. But 3 out of 5, perfectly respectable.
Does sort of using technology that didn't really exist to do real magic count as steampunk? Like the whole Tesla's contraption that he actually made?
It's an interesting way you've posed this question because it's not magic, Mike. It's science, which I think makes it more steampunky.
Yeah.
I think if it were magic, it would be less.
Right.
So, yeah, I could give it 4. I could be convinced to give it 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would settle for 3.5, but I think 4 is good.
I'm happy either way.
I'm
not too picky.
It's the big main thing. Is the device. The device.
Yeah.
That does the real transporting. Duplicating, actually.
I know. Like, how terrifying.
Which is like one of the secrets. Yeah, that's like the secrets in this are all that there's duplicates.
It's basically the transporter problem from Star Trek.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's so funny, like the way that's handled in Star Trek of like, in Star Trek, it's like, this is a weird situation, isn't it? Like, we better scan you and, talk about it and stuff. Because that's the sort of evolved universe that Star Trek exists in.
Yeah.
Where he is like, Victorian times, oh no, shoot it!
I would love to be able to watch this movie for the first time again to see to see which things I would catch or not catch, or would I get none of it, you know? There's even a point where Borden tells Root, where he has that scene where he finds him at the bar because Olivia told him, basically.
Yeah.
And he tells Root how he does his trick. He's the only person in the entire movie he actually tells him how he does it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because like he doesn't really get it. He's not really thinking about that.
Yeah.
But I think he says the line is something like, he does it how I do my trick, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's that there's a double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all about doubles. It's doubles all the way down.
Yeah. And like you know what I kind of hate though? I kind of see the reasoning for all of the terrible decisions that Hugh Jackman makes in this. Like I see why he shoots his double, like beyond just good old fear, but also like he's had this terrible experience with someone who held power over him, and this is like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Like I see the reasoning behind it. Like I don't think there's any moment in this movie, despite how awful everybody, well, not everybody, but despite how awful like our three guys are, there's no point at which I'm like, why are you even doing that? Like I see it. It's terrible, but I do.
The unanswered thing in this is they keep talking about like nobody cares about the guy in the box. They care about the guy, you know, at the Prestige. And he says every night he goes into that trick not knowing which one he's going to be.
I know.
Which one is he, though? Like, we don't know.
I know.
I mean, obviously, like, that body falls in the tank and dies, but, like, is that person that is the duplicate, like, are they an exact copy?
They must be. Because they know everything he knows.
Yeah. And I think right before he shoots his double, he starts to say something like, I'm the same, or like, I'm just like he starts to try and say something to save himself, but he doesn't get it out. I think you're right. I think it is like an exact copy with all the same memories and everything. So it is the same person, but like, but is that the same consciousness, or is it like a new consciousness with that memory and identity? Which one is he?
These are the big questions.
I know, right?
These are the really big questions.
That's why it's such a good movie.
Yeah. Hey, do you have any other big questions?
My last big question is just on a scale of 1 to 5 gears, how much did you enjoy The Prestige?
I think this is a 5 of 5 film. It's just so well done. Oh man, the details. It's fantastic. Honestly, I'm not going to give Christopher Nolan the compliment to say like it's a perfect film, because one, I don't think perfection exists. Not really.
Okay.
But like there are a few like little things in it like that I could nitpick. I'm not going to. I don't need to nitpick this film because it is really great. But that's why I'm not giving it like, I'm not going to say it is a perfect film, but I am giving it 5 of 5 stars.
And if I had to rate this film on a scale of 1 to 5 top hats.
Yeah. Oh, you cannot have as many top hats are in the film.
Why not? Can I give it 125 top hats, please?
The well-established parameters of this podcast dictate that you can have up to 5.
But my 5 top hats go into a Tesla machine, and then they get duplicated, and then they get put back in the Tesla machine and get duplicated again.
You're going to give it 100 and something top hats?
No, I'm giving it 5 out of 5 top hats,
of course.
Yeah. I also agree. It's not quite perfect.
It's close, though.
I do think that perfect films exist.
Do you?
I do. I think there is a short list, in my opinion, according to me. From my point of view, there are some perfect films. This one approaches it, but it's not quite there.
What do you think is a perfect film?
The Princess Bride.
Okay. How dare you? First of all, you're hitting in soft spots. Okay? How dare you? You knew that I was vulnerable about that, and you went for it.
Yeah.
We can't talk about this.
Okay.
We can't talk about this.
Okay. We're done talking about it then.
Okay.
We really like this movie. It's great. We talked for almost an hour about how good and awesome and great 5 out of 5 it is.
Brilliant.
And thank you to the people listening to us ramble about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you watched it, and I hope you watch it again with like new perspective and more information. Speaking of more information, you can go to wordsbydana.com for more about this podcast and a full list of episodes. You can follow us on our socials. We're at Steam Powered Movies on Instagram and Threads and Bluesky, and that's all the ones that are important. Get at us in the comments. Look at the link in the description of this podcast for our Discord if you want to chat with us. Or if you want to give us a recommendation for a movie that we need to watch, steampunk or steampunk-esque, or some other kind of punk, if you give us the recommendation, we'll shout you out on the podcast when we talk about it. So do that if you want to. Thanks again for listening. We'll be back next month with another new episode. Until then, okay, bye.
Adios.